Attention! Liverpool prepares for a meeting with a major star after a transfer agreement completed. Juventus star is targeted by Liverpool and Manchester United ahead of the January transfer window, with both clubs aware of the release clause. Urgent! Fabrizio Romano abandons Ibrahima Konate, while Real Madrid remains watchful. Welcome, my friend and fellow Red supporter. Let's dive into today's news. Marc Guehi was expected to be the final piece in Liverpool's transfer puzzle this season. However, the deal to bring him to Anfield collapsed at the last minute, leaving both the player and the club in an unexpected and complicated situation. For Guehi, whose heart was set on signing with the Premier League champions, the setback was devastating. An agreement had been practically finalized, but Crystal Palace pulled out of the sale at the last moment, frustrating the transfer. The blow was equally hard for Liverpool, who now face a significant limitation in their defensive sector. With recent injuries, the Anfield club risks having a reduced roster of experienced center-backs, potentially affecting their performance in key competitions. For Crystal Palace, the decision to keep Guehi could come at a high cost. The club will almost certainly lose the player on a free transfer at the end of the season, when he can freely choose his next destination. The transfer cancellation occurred amid Palace's concerns about their ability to replace Guehi in the squad. While they can still count on his services in the coming months, by the end of the season, the player will have full freedom to decide his future, leaving the London club in a delicate position. Before deciding his future, Marc Guehi must continue fulfilling his duties as a Crystal Palace player. This weekend, he will face Liverpool at Selhurst Park in a crucial league clash. Earlier in the season, the two clubs met in the FA Community Shield, with Palace winning on penalties, but this match carries a different significance as Guehi's mind is already focused on what could have been a move to Anfield. Recent circumstances may, however, force Liverpool to reconsider their interest in the player sooner than expected. During the last match against Crystal Palace, young defender Giovanni Leone suffered a serious anterior cruciate ligament injury, leaving Liverpool with only 3 experienced center-backs in the squad. This situation increases the possibility that Guehi could join the team this season, contrary to the original plan of waiting until the European summer to sign him for free. Originally, Liverpool intended to wait for Guehi's contract to expire to make a cost-free signing. However, the immediate need for defensive reinforcements and the squad limitation may accelerate the process, making the defender's future even more uncertain and highlighting his strategic importance to the Anfield club.
Juventus Brazilian defender Bremer has been under intense monitoring by 2 Premier League giants, Liverpool and Manchester United, as the January transfer window approaches. Both clubs are fully aware of the player's release clause, set at €55 million, approximately £48 million, making Bremer a strategic target. A high-level signing that could still be considered affordable compared to other elite defenders in Europe. While Juventus is determined to keep Bremer in Turin, the English clubs have the financial capability to meet the clause. According to the Italian newspaper Tutto Juve, Premier League clubs could offer between 70 and 80 million euros, roughly 61 million pounds, to secure the immediate signing of the defender. With his consistent performance in Serie A and impressive recovery from a serious injury last season, Bremer has established himself as one of the most reliable defenders in the Italian league, further increasing his international market value. Liverpool, in particular, is firmly focused on Bremer, considering him an essential reinforcement to strengthen Arne Slot's defense. The English team faces challenges in the defensive line this season, and Bremer's arrival could provide security, versatility, and experience, qualities the club needs to compete at a high level in the Premier League and European competitions. The Brazilian's youth, marking ability, and positional sense are seen as perfect complements to the style of play implemented by the Dutch manager. Manchester United is also closely monitoring the situation. The Old Trafford management believes Bremer could be the missing piece to stabilize their defense, offering a modern, fast, and reliable ball-playing center-back. Juventus is aware of the interest from both clubs, but has informally made it clear that they do not intend to release the player in the winter, prioritizing squad strength and stability in Serie A and the Champions League. Bremer's contract runs until 2029, but the release clause, valid between June and July next year, creates an opportunity for interested clubs. Juventus could offer a new contract to ensure his stay and deter potential suitors. Meanwhile, Bremer remains fully focused on the team, training intensively and preparing for the upcoming match against Atalanta, aiming to reinforce his reputation as a defensive cornerstone. European football experts note that beyond his technical value, the movements of clubs like Liverpool and Manchester United indicate that Bremer is seen as a strategic asset, capable of influencing the defensive balance of teams competing for titles in international competitions. The combination of experience, youth, and leadership skills makes the Brazilian highly coveted, not only by the Premier League, but also by other European clubs closely watching Serie A. As rumors continue, the upcoming transfer window will be decisive for Bremer and Juventus. For the defender, it is a chance to play in a top league and compete in European tournaments. For Juventus, it's an opportunity to maintain squad strength and potentially profit from a future negotiation. Every strong performance by Bremer increases the speculation, with Premier League and European clubs keeping a close eye on the promising defender.
Ibrahima Konate currently finds himself at a situation similar to that of Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold at the same time last year. The Frenchman is about to enter the final 9 months of his contract with Liverpool, and according to recent reports from Caught Offside, there are no signs of significant progress in negotiations between the player and the club. Meanwhile, Real Madrid is watching closely. Louis Steele highlighted that the La Liga giants are increasingly confident in signing the defender in 2026, and Spanish media suggests that Los Blancos might even attempt a deal in the January transfer window rather than waiting until the summer. Fabrizio Romano discussed the matter on the Here We Go podcast, reaffirming that there are no signs of an imminent agreement on a new contract for the 26-year-old defender. Romano stated, "For sure, Real Madrid is very attentive to Ibrahima Konate's situation. For Konate and Liverpool at the moment, it looks difficult. There is no agreement yet, nothing really close." He added, "Konate's contract ends in 2026, so there could be an opportunity, and Real Madrid is watching, I can confirm that, but it's still too early to make any decisions." After facing criticism in his early appearances this season, Konate has shown more solidity in subsequent games, including an outstanding performance in the Merseyside Derby, winning 10 of 13 duels according to SofaScore. Beyond his on-field performance, the Frenchman has been highly influential behind the scenes at Anfield. James Pearce of The Athletic described that Konate went out of his way to help his compatriot Hugo Ekitike settle in Merseyside, with the forward responding by scoring 5 goals in 8 matches. According to Capology, Konate currently earns £70,000 per week, a figure considered low for a key Liverpool starter. It is therefore natural for the defender to feel that his salary should better reflect his importance to the team, especially after the severe anterior cruciate ligament injury of Giovanni Leoni, which left Liverpool with only 3 experienced center backs. This situation adds extra pressure on the Reds' defense, far from ideal, with much of the season still ahead and 4 competitions to contest. Regardless of the reason delaying the new contract negotiations, fans can only hope that Liverpool and Konate find a solution quickly, avoiding further uncertainty and allowing the team to focus on the promising season unfolding at Anfield. Thank you very much for watching this far. See you next time.